After you watch this video, you're gonna need to pull the trigger fast because the niches I'm going to reveal are not very known. And they're not very known because they're boring. Now, when I say boring, what I mean is that the topic is either a snooze fest or it just sucks to make. Like editing sucks, scripting, making thumbnails, it's just a boring process. But first, if you don't know who I am, my name is Romayroh. I've been doing YouTube automation since 2018. I've made over $1.8 million across all of my faceless YouTube channels, and I've done some pretty boring niches. And also, fuck it, I'm gonna reveal some of my channels in this video just to show you guys that, you know, I know what I'm talking about. Sort of. The first niche on the list is the space niche. Now listen, space is cool, right? Try editing one of these videos. Oh my God. Because what you're looking at is just space stock footage. I mean, very rarely can you implement, you know, not only images, but real clips of real life. And it's almost like this, like I'm hovering over this video here, it's all stock footage. But if we go to his popular videos, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 3 months ago, 2 months ago, you know, this channel's recently popping off. If we go into his analytics, he's gotten 1 million views in the last 28 days. I'm gonna assume this is a high RPM niche, maybe about $9,000 to $10,000 per 1 million views. If we go to the last 3 months, he's gotten 7.7 million views. So the owner of this YouTube channel has made at least $65,000 in the last 3 months with his YouTube channel. Now at number 2, the airport niche. Same thing. It's all stock footage. If you're gonna edit yourself, it's all going to be stock footage. Getting the images, you know, this is just so boring. There's only so many topics that you could really talk about that's like original. I say there's at least 50 videos before you start reposting the same video ideas and video titles, right? You're just gonna be remaking videos because it's, you know, it's just about airports. If we go to his videos, we can see that, you know, his average isn't crazy, but it all piles up because this is very evergreen. So last 28 days, he's gotten 865,000 views, which we can say, you know, $7,000 to $8,000, high RPM niche. Last 3 months, he's done 2.6, so he's easily made over $25,000. Which is pretty good. Don't be fooled by this, by the way, guys. You know, if you look at this channel straight up, you're like, oh, 3 days ago, 7.4K, 2 weeks ago, 2.6K, probably not a good channel. You gotta look, man, because here 2 weeks ago, before his 2.6K view video, he has 176K, you know, and obviously you're gonna be going through more competitors. Here's one 3 weeks ago, 83K. Again, high RPM niche. It all piles up at the end of the month. So this is a good one. The next one, very similar, the cruise niche. Yes, cruises. Very interesting, right? This channel here started only 2 months ago. So if we analyze this channel, in total, he's gotten 1.4 million views. Technically, he started 1 month ago because his first video was posted on May 30th, which was at the end of the month. So in 1 month, he's easily made 10K. And I know getting footage for this, like for the editor's perspective, or if you're editing, getting the footage for this probably sucks. Because I don't know, you know, I don't know how easy it is to get video clips about cruise lines, let's just say that, about cruises. But the views, man, the views look very good. I might start one in this niche. At number 4, we have the food health niche, which if you go to his most popular videos, you know, like 15 big restaurant chains that are falling apart in 2025. Don't order burgers in these 8 chains. Don't buy bread from these 6 brands, you know, random things like that. Just off the titles, a complete snooze fest. This channel started 3 months ago. In the last 28 days, this channel has gotten 4.5 million views. Holy fuck. Easily making over $45,000 a month. And in the last 3 months, 8.3. Wow. Wow. That's a lot of money. And he only started 3 months ago. But keep in mind, the only thing that I'm very hesitant about this niche is adding politics to it. Because if you don't know, if you start a politics channel on YouTube, you have about 2 months before you get terminated. YouTube does not like faceless politics channels. Trust me, man, I know. This is a niche I actually hopped into, but I didn't add the political figures to it. And in just a few days, I got my first viral video. And because of that video, the channel got monetized. The issue is that for some reason, and this has never happened to me before, the channel immediately died. This is like literally 48 hours after getting monetized. And when I saw that, I said, you know what? I don't care that much. I'm gonna go to another niche. It works. I mean, clearly it works. I don't have the patience for it. I don't want to deal with that. I'd rather work on other niches. But if you do see yourself in this niche or making videos about this, go for it. I mean, clearly the views are very good. The next niche is tech, not just tech in general, but Tesla tech. And I'm gonna rage bait here a little bit because Teslas suck, man. So that's why I put it in this list as boring. Listen, man, I don't like electric cars, all right? And though I think it's boring, the majority of you probably don't. But I'm adding it anyways because, you know, I haven't really seen many channels do this, and this is probably a good opportunity, right? Last 28 days, this channel has gotten 2.4 million views, for sure. Super high RPM. So with these 2.4 million views, he's easily making 30,000 a month. Last 3 months, he's done 8.9. Probably over 100K in the last 3 months. I'm not gonna lie to you. And this channel started 11 months ago. Of course, this was a while ago, but you could still do it, you know? Number 6, and this is for my cat people, the dog niche. I know this one very well because I started a YouTube channel here. It grew very slow. When I was looking at ways to improve the average view duration, I had to like sit there and kind of like study what the audience liked. And I was just like, you know what? I don't like dogs that much. I was like, you know what, man, fuck this. And I stopped it. It's one of those. I might continue it later in the future, but for now, there's just more lucrative niches, right? I would rather retry the food one that I showed you earlier than do the dog niche again. But if you love dogs, if this is your shtick, you know, you can get 1.5 million views a month, which in this niche, again, very high RPM. All of the niches I've showed you right now are very high RPM. For 15, we're gonna go with 13, 14,000, maybe even $15,000 every single month. And in the last 3 months, this channel has gotten 1.7. Oh, this channel just started? No, so he started a year ago. Wait, how does that make any sense? Was his channel completely dead? Oh yeah, his channel was completely dead. Look at that. He's been going for a long time consistently with no results, and it looks like he figured it out. Was it thumbnail? Maybe he just fixed the quality of his videos. Well, hey, this channel here has the winning formula for the dog niche. I would go ahead and pursue this. Number 7, we have the old age money, I think. I don't know what to call this, but it makes videos like the old money Harrises who redefined high society. And it's like a documentary, it's super long. Of course, you don't have to make them this long, but I think this is a snooze fest, right? This is something that they would probably play in a classroom. But in the last 28 days, it's gotten 1 million views. I can't even imagine what the RPM is if it's an hour-long video and it's gotten 1 million views. Let's just say this. It's easily made over $15,000 in the last 28 days. And they've been going for about a year now. Yeah, this is, I don't really see any of you doing this, right? But that's an option. You know, it's up to you. Maybe you can evolve this a little bit different. Maybe you repackage it, hit it from a different angle, pause, no diddy, and see what you can cook with this. I'm not though. Be honest with you guys. At the end of the day, you know, YouTube isn't really about what you're passionate about, or YouTube automation at least. It's just about what gets the most numbers. Moving on to number 8. I don't even know what to call this, man. But they have videos like 50 facts about US bridges that will blow your mind. I don't know about you, man, but I really don't give a fuck about bridges. I don't. So I'm putting this with the snooze fest section, okay? This channel started 2 years ago. It's gotten 3.5 million views in the last 28 days. I might take that back. That's crazy. Last 3 months, it's gotten 12 million views. Okay, so this channel's for sure made over 100K in the last 3 months. So maybe bridges are pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's safe to say. At number 10, we have the old rock and roll niche. Now, this is a niche that I personally love. I don't like rock and roll music. Editing is very boring. I don't know who these people are, but it's such an easy niche. You know, I think this is one of the easiest niches to get into today. Anything where you're targeting people over the age of 30, right? The streamer niche is cool and all, but dude, this is so easy. I think today there is now more older people over the age of 30 that watch YouTube religiously, which is why these are finally starting to hit. You know, if you posted these videos, you know, 5 years ago, it wouldn't have gotten that many views. So right now I think is a perfect time to transition to, you know, like vintage Hollywood and rock and roll, because, you know, I think that's why we've seen so many vintage Hollywood channels blow up recently, because it's that easy. And yes, I have a few channels in this niche, not just rock and roll, but also vintage Hollywood. This channel here started 3 months ago, and in the last 28 days, it's gotten 1.9 million views, and in the last 3 months, it's gotten 5.5 million views, which is delicious. This person here has easily made over 50K in 3 months. But if you like this type of music, or you understand who these people are, what genre it is, or you're familiar with it, you might really enjoy this. Yeah, this is Elite Vehicles. I just added this one because it was kind of interesting. I don't know what niche they're in, because they started off with cars, and then as of recently, they went into like space, conspiracy theories, like super random shit. But they're going crazy, bro. They're getting a shit ton of views. Like Yellowstone Park is about to shut down. I think they do like some Egyptian pyramid stuff. It's like end of the world. I don't know. Point is, they've gotten 8.8 million views in the last 28 days. Is this the last 28 days? Dude, that's crazy. Again, these guys are probably making over $100,000 a month. Last 3 months, 21 million views. Elite Vehicles. You need to rebrand that. The next one on the list is going to be the motorcycle niche. I'm a car guy. I don't like motorcycles. I never understood it. I think it's dangerous. You know, but so, you know, we're adding it on here. In the last 28 days, this channel has gotten 1.7 million views. In the last 3 months, it's done 2.8, and it started 3 months ago, actually. Brand new channel. I don't know what the RPM is of this. I'm assuming it's relatively high. Editing these videos, you're probably just gonna collect a bunch of stock footage. Like, look at this. And if you don't like motorcycles, you know, this is gonna be a snooze fest. But either way, I mean, it's a good one. Clearly it's getting the numbers, so I don't see why not. At number 13, we have the factory one, I think. I don't know what to call this. How it's made: beef jerky, bagel, smoked salmon, shrimp, and cocktail. How it's made: fish stick, ice cream, sandwiches, and pancakes. So this is just how shit is made. This channel started about a year ago, and in the last 28 days, it's gotten 672,000 views, which is actually the lowest I think that we've seen so far. I think we can blame it on the fact that in the last 30 days, they've only uploaded 10 videos, which is weird. But in the last 3 months, it's gotten 6.5 million views, which is a shit ton, with 30 uploads. You know, I guess this one's sort of interesting, at least for me. Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. I just don't know why they don't post as much. It just seems like you need to have crazy patience for this. And the last one on this niche is sitcoms. Again, I'm rage baiting you guys. Last 28 days, this channel has gotten 747,000 views, but it started 1 month ago. This is a brand new channel that's dropping bangers. So if every view was counted, I would say they've made about $7,000 to $8,000 in the last 28 days with only 16 uploads. So this is for sure something you want to take a look at. And I don't know if I've seen any other competitor do this. Yeah, if you're familiar with the rock niche, he literally just copied the same text that they use, same thumbnail style. And he's going for nostalgia too. Yeah, for sure, high RPM. This might be a new niche. This might be like not known. But anyways, if you want a more extensive list of niches that you can start today, you can go ahead and click the link in my description or in the pinned comment, and that's going to take you to my school community. If you don't give a fuck about that, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. But for those of you that are interested, this is what you get. First off, you get the blueprint step by step, which if you're a complete beginner on YouTube, this will explain everything from A to Z in the most simple way. But all of the course videos are actually in the tutorial vault. And this is 55 videos plus, where I go in extreme detail on how to edit, how to script write, how to do SEO. Everything that I've learned in the last 8 years about how to do YouTube is here, which by the way, there was a 2025 vault update. And that contains 18 new videos of not just remakes of what was already in the tutorial vault, but new strategies and new tools. But the best part is that I go live 2 times every single week, and this is where I speak with you directly, answer any questions, review your channels, all of that good stuff. And also, to address the elephant in the room, it's $37 a month. And yes, it's probably the cheapest community you're gonna find out there. If you don't like it after 7 days, just hit me up, I'll refund you, because I'm confident. I'm confident in what I provide. For example, if you go to the wins tab, 2 weeks ago, Sachin here got monetized in just 2 weeks, and he made 500 bucks. Another student here, Sujal, in his first month monetized, he made $3,000. We have members like Fernando, $5,500 in just 2 weeks. Kevin Harrington, $4,000 in his first month, which is crazy. We have members like S Breezy here, who in the first month of getting monetized, he made $6,100. We have members like Ayush that made, $6,111 in July. We have members like Noman here, who said a very little win, but it was $870. And just by reading his post, he did it in what seems to be 25 days, which is really good. And I mean, there's so many more. I can just scroll here. You can pause it if you want. I'll keep going here a little bit. Again, if you want to check it out, link is going to be in the description of this video or in the pinned comment. And if you do join, I'll talk to you in one of the live calls.